Good morning, children. In the science period, we are in chapter 11, Transportation in Animals and Plants. Today is the sixth part of the same chapter. Till yesterday, we have done the introduction of the circulatory system, blood and its cell, blood vessels, heart, its structure, function, and location. Then we have talked about the excretory system in human beings and the excretory product of some of the other animals in the last period. So today, children, we will be starting with the transportation in plants. So, transportation in plants consists of two main substances. These are your water and minerals. So, we will start with transportation in plants. Plants, they take in water and mineral nutrients from the soil through the roots and transport it to the leaves. Before going into it, I will just tell you, for photosynthesis, plants require water and other raw materials. These they absorb from the soil with the help of the roots. Carbon dioxide from the air through the leaves and solar energy is trapped by the process of photosynthesis with the help of chlorophyll, which is present within the cell. As the leaves are the food factories of the plant, water has to be taken up to the leaves also. So similarly, the food synthesized within the leaf is to be transported to the different parts of the plant. Therefore, for the purpose of movement of all these substances, a well-developed transport system is required. This system is called as the vascular system. So, when we are talking of vascular system, I will tell you later on what two tissues play a very important role. Before that, I just now talked about the process of photosynthesis, during which the plants they utilize the sunlight, carbon dioxide and water, and they give out glucose and oxygen. The same is there for the respiration process also, but both the processes are vice versa. That means during the process of photosynthesis, carbon dioxide and water they mix to give glucose, whereas during respiration, this glucose in the presence of oxygen gets converted into carbon dioxide and water. So this is the process of respiration and photosynthesis which goes on within the plant. Food, which is a source of energy for every cell of an organism, which by the breakdown of the glucose. So, when I was discussing you, I told you how this water and the nutrients are absorbed by the root and it's transported to the leaves. So for this one, I was telling you, it is the plants which absorb the water and the minerals from the root. This is done with the help of the root hairs. As they increase the surface area of the root and they absorb it. So here is the process which goes on of the absorption of the water. So it takes place by the help of the root hairs that are present. These root hairs are present within the root, and apart from that we have got two vascular tissues which together are said to be your vascular system or vascular bundles. So among them, one is your xylem and the other one is your phloem. So we will be talking about them. These root hairs, when they come in contact with the water which is present between the particles, so now the water moves from the root to the leaves. So now when it is moving from the water to from the roots to the leaf, what type of transport system will be present in the plant? Plants, they have pipe-like vessels to transport this water and nutrients from the soil. Children, the same pipe-like or the vessel-like as we have in the human beings. And here the blood vessels are, here we say those vessels as the blood vessels, but here we call them as xylem and phloem. The vessels are made up of special cells which forms the vascular tissues. What is a tissue now? A tissue is a group of cells that performs specialized function within an organism. So here within the figure you can see the vascular bundles are present, okay, and these vascular bundles are said to be your, here you can see these together are said to be the vascular bundles, and here we have the xylem and here we have the phloem. So when we are talking of the vascular bundles, we say xylem and phloem. They form the vascular bundles. The vascular bundles now transport the water and the nutrients in the plant and are said to be xylem. So, xylem forms an extensive network throughout the plant in which the water and mineral are transported from the root to the other part of the plant. And this is called Ascent of Sap. This Ascent of Sap takes place due to the suction which is caused by the transpiration, which we will be talking of later on in the chapter. As I said, the xylem, they are a continuous network of channels that connects the root and the leaf through the stem and the branches, and then they transport the water to the entire plant. Now the food which is synthesized by the leaf is to be transported to each and every part of the plant. This is done by the another type of the vascular tissue called the phloem. And this process is said to be translocation of food, or else you can say translocation of water and minerals. Thus, xylem and phloem help in the transportation of the substances within the plant. And this takes place with the help of the roots of the plant, which have got the tiny outgrowth, as I said, called as the root hairs. These root hairs, they are the passage point for the water and the minerals and the some of the salts to the entire part of the root. So this is what we discussed today in the period, and the topic that we discussed, I hope it is clear to you. The topic was transportation in plants and about the vascular bundles. So a small homework for you. You have to write down the functions of the vascular tissues. That means you will be writing down the function of xylem and phloem. Hope so it is clear to you. Thank you, and we will meet again.